Oh, Elon Musk is a hot mess. He's ghetto. He's ratchet. He has all those babies and fiddled and diddled with all those women. He is definitely not a Robert Downey Jr. playing Iron Man. He's not fucking Iron Man, okay? He wants to be so bad. He thinks he is. And you MAGA people think that he is. You MAGA people think that he is. He's not. He's nothing of the sort. Elon Musk has a real daddy issue, and he's playing catch up within the echelon of where his father left off. Because you see, in occultism, it really doesn't matter how much money you have. It's about your name and how far your family went or is in the echelon of that occult and that principalities. So Trump's father was really high in the principality. So of course Trump gets dibs in that slot, in that seat. Do you see how I'm saying this? He gets dibs there. And I think the only way you can actually get that seat in this masonry, you have to be a beneficiary of it. So someone has to assign it to you, especially when you're up in that echelon, part of the principality. This is not like minion level masonry where they're talking to the people who are adepts and like initiates, 2 years in, 10 years in. No, this is family shit. This is like bloodline. So they know certain things about where they come from, or they should, but a lot of their forefathers didn't really tell them where they actually come from. They hid that from them because they were too ashamed. But Elon Musk is trying to make up for his father's inadequacies in excelling in the echelon. And when we're talking about Stephen Miller and Stephen Miller's wife, you see, this year, Elon has been such a fucking hot mess. First, he tried to finance the intelligence agencies of, I think, even both the fake Star of David state and the Mossad, and definitely in America. He's financed psyopery against the Midwest public and citizens to constantly bombard them with imagery that's going to get them riled up. He is invested in that. He's also helped Oracle and Palantir, donating to them and surveillancing you. And he has invested, I see this, he has invested in the CIA's targeted individual programs and targeted specific individuals. And I have made a video about this before. He's targeted trannies. He specifically, I think it was his idea to run with this whole tranny narrative and make a psyop against trannies and make them out to be crazy. He's really financed that. And when it really didn't work out and it wasn't really going anywhere, that's a whole nother story. But Elon has never stopped, okay? He is obsessed with the whole prosecuting the chicken tender for no reason, honestly. But he's obsessed with it because it was his idea. It was his idea to psyop the world, but especially Americans in the Midwest, in Central America, and, Tennessee, Arkansas, all that shit. Bombard them with this imagery of trannies or mental health issues, and they're taking over and they're a problem because it sticks. And he was convinced that they could run with that and use that to unite MAGA base and just shit on trannies the whole administration and his whole term. That's how he would be able to get away with his debauchery. And when Elon Musk's plan fell off, it's been falling off, it's not sticking. He's still continuing with this idea because it's the only thing he has. He's not creative. It's the only idea he fucking has. And now they're trying to prosecute Netflix so that they can buy it at a lower rate. And what is he doing? He's propagandizing, saying that Netflix's 12 shows ever that they've ever created that have trannies in them, that have chicken tenders in them, are a problem. Some of these shows are canceled and have been canceled for 2 years. Now Elon Musk with Benny Johnson literally saying that Netflix is trying to turn your kids into trannies because there are a child show that has an episode. Maybe not even a whole, it's not even about chicken tenderism, but they have an episode where it's, hey, trans, whatever. And the gag is that most of you who are parents don't even want to explain to your children what trans is. And they did it in such a clever, it's like, oh, it's a robot and it doesn't have a gender. And it's like, okay. It's not like it's overt and in your face. You guys talk about discernment. You really need to have it. But anyways, I digress. Elon's plans aren't working out. He's still continuing with this chicken tender beratement, this chicken tender targeting, this chicken tender psyop. He's still continuing with this. And so they're doing all of this so that the fake Star of David Principality, the Principality of Debauchery in general, all of the principalities, can have a wider net of propagandizing whatever the hell they want to do. So that they can have this, propaganda machine. They can have a better access to giving you psyopery and making you programmed to be and do whatever they want you to do. That's why they're going after that. Especially Benny Johnson. He's a whole hypocrite. Didn't it just come out that he's undercover homosexual? Okay. Well. So anyways, Elon Musk was upset with Trump's administration starting in May, starting in maybe even April of this year. If you don't remember, they had that falling out. I think that was around May or June. But they had tensions riling since April. And it was because Trump didn't like how Elon Musk was posturing himself as if he had more power than Trump did. And Trump trumped Elon. And Elon, throughout the course of the months, and now it's October, he's crawling back on his knees, with a tail tucked between his taint. And he's like, whatever you need, I can donate to you. I can give you money. Yeah, because he's starting to understand this echelon shit. That it's not about how much money you have, Elon. It's about your name. And you don't have a fucking name. And you're going to have to kiss ass to that fake Star of David Principality. And that fake Star of David Principality doesn't really give a shit about you. And they're telling you to go back to America and kiss the ass of Trump, which you don't even like. So that brings me back to what I was saying. In May, he stole Stephen Miller's wife. Yeah, Elon did that on purpose. First of all, she has no sense of character or whatever the fuck was going on there. But he did that because he was already upset with the administration. It's like a dig, at his administration and da-da-da. It's like, and it's already bad PR. It's a bad look. But he did a dig towards the administration, towards Stephen Miller, because probably his wife was the easiest to get. Probably. And it was a way of putting a notch on his belt. And I hate saying that saying, but it is kind of like that. It was a way to gratify himself and make him feel like he was more important when essentially his relevancy was getting stripped away. So, yeah, your boy Elon is trash, if you didn't know. And this is an intuitive look on what I see.